What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'm doing race picks for the 2023 Tyson 250. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This weekend, NASCAR returns to North Wilkesboro for the first time since 1996, and the Truck Series will be the first points-paying race since 1996 when Jeff Gordon won the last race at North Wilkesboro Speedway in the NASCAR Cup Series. This should be really, really fun and really exciting, and there's expected to be a lot of tire fall-off, which creates some really intriguing and some really exciting racing. The minis have been updated, but the track has not been changed, and I think that's going to be the best part of the weekend. Before we go ahead and take a look at the race picks, let's go ahead and jump into the weather. So the weather for this weekend's race at North Wilkesboro is looking pretty good. It's going to be 76 degrees as a high with 54 degrees as a low, with right now only a 20% chance of rain with partly cloudy skies. Keep in mind it's still early in the week when I'm recording this video, but the weather can change. But the weather right now is looking really, really good for this weekend, and we should have some pretty exciting, might be a little cooler in the evening, but it looks pretty good for the weekend at North Wilkesboro. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those of you new to the channel, here's how picks work on the channel. I do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle over the weekend, 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers I expect are really, really good at underperforming equipment or have been doing really, really good, who've needed good runs. I do my winners pick, the driver thinks going to win, and then I do drivers need to watch out for. Usually for the Truck Series, I only do 4 drivers need to watch out for. But since there's so many Cup drivers running the Truck Series race at North Wilkesboro, we're going to have 5 drivers need to watch out for the Truck Series race. So now, let's get into picks. Who are my suck picks for this weekend at North Wilkesboro? My first suck pick is a driver who's generally struggled in the 2023 Truck Series season. This guy has not had a lot of good finishes in 2023. He's shown potential at points throughout the 2023 season. Unfortunately, though, he has not had a lot of good runs. My first suck pick is going to be Colby Howard. Like I said, Colby Howard has generally struggled in the 2023 season. And I unfortunately expect Colby Howard to not have a good run in that number 9 truck. Hopefully he can bring me run, he can have a good run, but I'm not expecting Colby Howard to have a good run. I think he's going to have an unfortunately bad run this weekend at North Wilkesboro. My second suck pick for this weekend is a driver's coming off of 2 races where he's crashed out recently, but before he had really, really good runs, but recently has had a lot of struggles and has not run up front consistently. My second suck pick is Chase Purdy. Like I said, Chase Purdy has generally struggled over the last couple weeks. I don't expect him to turn it around into performance. Now, I do think he'll be able to not crash this weekend and he'll be able to finish. I just think KBM's been a little bit off at times this year. I thought he was going to be a little bit better. I didn't know how good he was going to be, but I thought he was going to be a little better the last couple weeks. But he struggled over the last 2 weeks, and I think Chase Purdy is going to have an unfortunately bad run this weekend. I think he struggles this weekend at North Wilkesboro. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on to the underdog picks for this weekend at North Wilkesboro. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick is a driver who's actually running a lot better than the finishes have shown. He was really, really strong in Kansas running second, but kind of made a little bit of a bad block in Kansas and crashed himself out and caused a pretty big accident. Then at Darlington, had one of the fastest trucks in the long run, and unfortunately for him, he had some fuel pump issues. My first underdog pick is Matt DiBenedetto. Like I said, Matt DiBenedetto over the last couple weeks has generally been running a lot better than the finishes have shown. He probably should have gotten a top 5 or contended for the win at Darlington, and probably should have gotten a top 5 or top 10 at Kansas before the mistake. I think Matty D's been really turning the corner on the pace and speed. I think Rackley, if they can figure out the reliability issues and their problems, I think they're going to be contending on a consistent basis. I think Matty D is going to have a pretty good run this weekend. And our folks might contend for a top 5. And my second underdog pick for this weekend out of North Wilkesboro is a driver who's been really showing a lot of great pace and a lot of great speed as of recently. He was running the top 5 at Kansas before he crashed himself in time at Jeski, and then he ended up finishing 6th, but before that last caution came out 2 laps to go, this guy was in 3rd position and running down to 2 liters at Darlington. My second underdog pick is going to be Roger Kruth. Like I said, Roger has struggled so far in 2023 until the last few weeks. And I think Roger Kruth is going to have a really strong run this weekend. I think GMS Racing is going to generally be pretty quick this weekend. I think Roger Kruth is going to contend for a potential top 5 or maybe even to contend for the win this weekend. He has that mindset of trying to go and win every week, and I respect that. I think Roger Kruth will be a contender for the victory and will have a shot to get it done this weekend at North Wilkesboro. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the winner's pick for this weekend at North Wilkesboro. Who is my winner's pick? There's obviously going to be a lot of Cup guys running this event, so I'm picking a Cup driver to win the NASCAR Cup Series race Truck Series race, at North Wilkesboro. So who do I have winning? I'm going to be picking the driver of the 7 truck for Spire Motorsports this weekend, Kyle Larson. I'm going Kyle Larson to win a truck race at North Wilkesboro. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Kyle Larson has never raced in anything at North Wilkesboro. But if anybody get behind the wheel of that 7 truck for Spire Motorsports and contend, it is Kyle Larson. Now, remember, Alex Bowman was initially supposed to drive this truck, but there's obvious reasons why he's not behind the wheel. I got Kyle Larson getting it done this weekend. I think that 7 truck's going to be really strong, really quick. It's going to have really good Hendry performance. I'm going Kyle Larson to get the victory this weekend at North Wilkesboro. And now we'll go ahead and jump on to ones you need to watch out for this weekend at North Wilkesboro. Who are the drivers you should watch out for? The first driver you should watch out for this weekend at North Wilkesboro is the driver of the 1 truck for Tricon Garage, Bubba Walls. Bubba Walls in the truck series getting some experience for the NASCAR All-Star race. Bubba Walls has also, though, especially in the Cup Series, been running really good. And at Darlington in the truck race, he had a better truck than where he ended up finishing. Especially on the long run, his truck was really good, but his pit crew made a ton of mistakes. I don't think that pit crew is going to make the same mistakes that they made at Darlington, and I think Bubba Walls will contend for a win. I expect him to be really strong. The second driver you should watch out for is a driver of the 61 truck for Tory Racing, Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell's going to be in a Tory Racing truck, and yes, I don't think a Tory Racing has been really fast. However, I expect Christopher Bell to have a lot of really good motor and really good equipment. I think he's going to be really strong. I think especially of how good he's been on short tracks in the Cup Series and the Truck Series in the past. I think that's really going to propel Christopher Bell. It's going to really help him out a lot. I think Christopher Bell will have a good shot at a really strong run this weekend and might contend for the victory. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at North Wilkesboro is a driver of the 51 truck for Kyle Busch Motorsports, William Byron. William Byron had one of the best trucks in the long run at Darlington and was really good at Bristol Dirt as well. And the 51 truck is still looking for that 100th win. I think William Byron has a really good chance and a really good possibility of getting that 100th career win for KBM in the Truck Series. I think William Byron is going to be strong, really quick, especially after coming off the win at Darlington in the Cup Series. I think William Byron is going to be really fast this weekend at North Wilkesboro. The fourth driver you should watch out for this weekend at North Wilkesboro is a driver of the 38 truck for Farmer Motorsports, Zane Smith. Zane Smith surprisingly had a really bad run at Darlington. It was kind of surprising because I thought Zane Smith was going to be a factor and contender. But I think that's going to be a anomaly because I think Zane Smith's going to bounce back this weekend and be a contender. He struggled at Darlington last year, so that's probably why he didn't run good. That being said, North Wilkesboro expects Zane Smith to be really good. He's going to be a championship threat and a contender for the rest of the season. I think Zane Smith will have a shot at the victory this weekend at North Wilkesboro. And the fifth and final driver you should watch out for the Truck Series race at North Wilkesboro is the driver of the 98 truck for Thorsport Racing, Ty Majeski. I think Ty Majeski is one of the best short track racers, not just in the Truck Series, but across the country. And he always contends for wins on short tracks. And had one of the best trucks at Martinsville, which I think is going to be kind of a little bit similar to North Wilkesboro. And he also won at Bristol last year, getting his first truck win there, which is also going to be a little similar to North Wilkesboro as well. I think Thorsport Racing is going to be pretty strong this weekend. I expect all 4 trucks to run really good, including Haley Deegan. But I think Ty Majeski is going to have a really good chance and a really good shot to get the victory. I think Ty Majeski will be a contender this weekend at North Wilkesboro. So, those are my race picks for the Truck Series race at North Wilkesboro. Just a reminder, my sec picks are Colby Howard, Chase Purdy. My underdog picks are Matt DiBenedetto, Roger Kroof. My winner's pick is Kyle Larson. And the ones to watch are Bubba Walls, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Zane Smith, and Ty Majeski. Those are my race picks. So, that is for the NASCAR Truck Series race picks video for the Tyson 250 at North Wilkesboro. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on so if I win a video, does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as per me on Patreon as well. Links are below over that. And comment your thoughts below and your picks below for this weekend's truck race at North Wilkesboro. Let me know your suck picks. Let me know your underdog picks. Let me know your winner's pick. And let me know the drivers you're watching out for this weekend at North Wilkesboro. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, I may have a special video dropping maybe about Carl Edwards on the channel and other drivers maybe on the channel as well. And we'll also maybe have a second video on the channel. We're likely going to be talking about the penalties that are received potentially from Tyler Reddick's team. Then on Wednesday, we'll have a NASCAR news video along with maybe a second video on the channel that you may just have to watch out for, wait and see. Could have an announcement dropping very soon. And then Thursday is going to be race picks for the All-Star race. Friday's going to be a NASCAR news video on the channel. Saturday's going to be the basically Truck Series race review, and I'll probably do a review for the All-Star Open as well. And then I'll do on Sunday, the All-Star race review on the channel. That should be something you should be looking forward to. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.